This week we're talking about lesson number 13 in Codesters, which is called Tim the Wizard. So, Tim the Wizard is a game that you are going to create, much like a fortune teller. So, I thought we would start off by making a fortune teller. So, just in case you do not know what a fortune teller is, it's a game that you can make out of paper. It looks just like this. Here is a video that you can click on to see how to make one for yourself. And once you've played it a few times, I want you to think about these questions here. All right, so there's nothing really to turn in for this. You are just going to think about the fortune teller game and answer the questions that are here. We're going to go down to the Explore section now, and we're going to learn some more or think some more about conditional statements. So again, conditional statements are if then or if then else statements that we use in programming. Here's a video for you to click on so that you can learn more about how they work. And then I want you to play this game here. And this is a game. It's called Conditionals with Cards. So here is, in this purple box, this is the program that gives you the instructions on how to play the game. You need a deck of cards. So if you have a deck of cards, go ahead and grab that, follow these instructions, play a few rounds with someone else, or in this game, you can also play by yourself and then see which team wins. If you don't have cards, don't worry about it. Just use the cards that are drawn here. So again, using the rules that are in the purple box, see what the score would be for each team based on the cards that are drawn here. Okay, so I want everyone to do this section, whether you have cards or not, because you're going to use that information in this survey. So in this survey, it has the bottom of what we just saw on the conditional game document. And then it wants you to enter in the score or choose the score that looks most correct. You choose that. It tells you if you are correct or if you're not correct and gives you the opportunity to try again. All right, so some more fun stuff for you to do. All right, now here's the meat of our program. Here is our code preview for this week. So you've seen these before. Go through the code, go down to the bottom and answer these questions. Now remember, for you to type into the document, you need to make a copy of it. So File, make a copy, and that will give you editing rights so that you can answer the questions that are down here. Once you've completed this, I'd like you to turn that into Google Classroom so I can see your thoughts. Okay, let's close that, go back to our HyperDoc, come down here to Codesters. I am already logged in, so I'm going to go to Codesters. Here we are. This is the preview for Tim the Wizard. So I guess that's Tim. All right, so for Tim the Wizard, it kind of tells you, describes what it is or what kind of game you're going to create. Again, it's very similar to the fortune teller game that we created in our Engage section. It's also similar to something called the Magic 8 Ball. So if you do not know what that is, you can click here and you can find out more about the Magic 8 Ball. Let's click on Get Started, and it brings us into the program. So remember, you have to follow the instructions that are here. Nothing different about clicking Run, clicking Submit, or clicking Next. But this one right here might look a little different to you. So if you go here and click on this ticket, it's kind of like an entry ticket as opposed to an exit ticket. Answer these questions and then close it by clicking on that ticket again. Okay, so the big thing about Tim the Wizard is looking at our conditional statements. So remember, conditional statements are if statements or if then else statements. And in Python, you need to make sure your indentations are correct. So notice that this one here, tim.say, outcome uncertain, that is indented because that belongs with this if statement on line 15. Okay. If that is not indented, you will get an error. And that is a common problem for many students. So again, follow the instructions, click submit, go on to the next activity, and it will move you to the next thing. If you are stuck anywhere, remember if you hover over the bubbles, you will see the number of it. So send me an email, say, Ms. Fraser, I'm stuck on lesson 13 and activity 2, and my question is, and go ahead and write out your question. So once you send that to me, I will be able to look at your code. Hopefully I can figure out how to help you, and then I will let you know by responding via email. Okay, so go through all of these, and then you can go back to your HyperDoc. The last thing here, or the next thing here, is to share. So do that last bubble in your Codesters lesson. It will be some create project that you can create on your own. Go down to the reflect. Here's an exit ticket. Answer the questions there. I'm particularly interested in how you feel about distance learning. How's it going for you? What do you like? What don't you like? What would make it better? Okay, so let me know your thoughts there. And then down here, the extend section, that's after you finish everything and you still have time to burn. So go ahead and do whatever's here. In this particular case, you can create your own Scratch project, or you can create your own Codesters project and create a guessing game. Do something fun. Do you know another guessing game that is similar to the fortune teller game or Tim the Wizard? Or do you want to make up your own? It doesn't matter. You have the power to be as creative as you want to be. All right. So if you do Scratch, go ahead and put it in the show and tell studio. If you do a Codesters project, go ahead and put it on the class page for all of us to see. All right. I hope this helps. I will see you hopefully during our virtual class meetings, which begin this week. So go ahead, or next week rather. So go ahead and take a look at your email so that you can see the time of those virtual class meetings. Okay, can't wait to see ya. Talk to you soon. Bye.